We had one child, and we lived in Kirkwood on a smaller street, and I got pregnant. So we decided to finish the basement and stay where we were. So we went to the doctor's appointment, and the doctor was like, "Whoa, there's 2 babies in there." So Dad turned white, almost passed out. And then we were like, okay, new plan. I don't see how we can have 3 kids in this house.
Something struck my eye, and before it ever went on the market, I pulled in the driveway and I just started snooping around. And then I drove by one day and I saw a for sale sign in the yard.
And so he brought me over here, and I was like, I mean, are you kidding me? I couldn't even go inside. It smelled so bad. It hadn't been lived in. I was pregnant with twins. It was stinky. Like, I walked around the house really fast, and I was like, I don't know.
We thought about it, and she was like, this is no way. That is a crazy project. And all I cared about was the size of the yard, and that it had a 4-car garage. All the other imperfections in the house were kind of lost.
Well, let's just put a bid in and see what happens.
I think I had blinders on when I bought this house as to the extent of what we were gonna do and how much money and time it was gonna take.
So we went from not moving and having 2 children to moving and having 3 children all within 4 weeks into a house that was uninhabitable. So we lived in Todd's grandma's house, and we were supposed to have this house livable by the time the babies were born. You know, best laid plans. We did not. You know, we just made do, and when they were about 4 or 5 months old, we moved in here, and we had a working kitchen, 1 working bathroom, and a couple of bedrooms that we could sleep in, and the rest of the house was like, let's put some crime scene tape here, and you know, all the asbestos dust over here, and we've been working on it ever since.
But it's been an amazing project. It's a wonderful house, and our kids, they love it here. They talk about our house all the time.
We want every room to be of the quality that we want it to be, and you can't always afford to do that all at one time. So we're not really a cut corners type of family. We're a do it to the impact that we want, to the quality of the house. We feel like we owe it to this house to be stewards of it, and that's what we are. I mean, the room that we're sitting in now, we finished not too long ago, and all of these windows are original to the house, and you can see the wavy glass. Todd, you know, meticulously refinished all, had the hardware refinished. They still work when they open up. It's amazing, and you just don't find stuff like that anymore, and it's pretty special.
These closets behind you, I dreamt these up years ago, and it was a project that has been on the list for a long time, with kids' coats. So there's no closets on the first floor. We took the only tiny little coat closet that there was, and we turned it into the basement stairs. So there was not a single closet on the first floor, which is a major problem with 3 kids and 2 adults. There's coats and shoes and a vacuum cleaner and all this stuff, and just hanging in the dining room on the chairs. So last year I had the time, and I had enough of the coats everywhere, and we came home after Christmas vacation, and I'm like, I'm starting this project, and here they are. We're in awe of what people used to do 100 years ago or 150 years ago, or you know, what they did in Europe 200, 300, 400 years ago, and that those structures still stand and that people still walk around them and feel something, because great architecture makes you feel something. And I think that's part of what we try to do on a regular basis with our business, with our company. You know, we put projects on house tours all the time, and people will walk in and they'll say, oh, this must be a Karr Bick project. I just feel something. And you know, I don't know what it is that you're feeling. It's just something that we do. I've never been able to quite put my finger on it, but it's critical to our happiness, to Todd and Jenny's happiness, to be an environment that makes us feel something. And this house has been here for a long time. Lots of lives passed through it. My favorite thing I've done in this house is probably under construction right now. It's not done yet. It's the bar off of our dining room. We're getting our cabinets in about 3 weeks, and I can't wait to start installing those and execute that project.
My favorite room in the house is Maggie's room on the 3rd floor, and I love it because it's bright and it's happy and it's all windows and it's high. I tell her she sleeps in the princess room, which is the highest room in the castle. Part of that is just to get her to sleep up there by herself because no one else sleeps up there. But I mean, it is a beautiful, beautiful room.
I feel it's a labor of love because it's, you know, it's a historic home. It's been around since like 1906. And it was at a point where it was going to be torn down, and that's totally unnecessary. With the right mindset and the right person, you know, houses like this can be preserved, and I want this house to be here for another 100+ years.
Most before-after stories are like, here is the before and here is the after, but the interesting part about this house is it's always in transition. So you're gonna get to see before, after, and in the middle on this tour, and that will just make you wanna see some more after later. I mean, that's how we do it. So we are still working on a 3rd floor bedroom, a 3rd floor bathroom, and right now we are in the middle of the bar, which we are putting on the 1st floor, which is my husband's favorite project. He has a bourbon collection in the basement that is incredible. And I don't know where it's all gonna go though, because the bar is not as big. It's the bourbon collection that is in the basement. But these are details that I don't worry about.